This is a tutorial on how to find relative maxima and minima using your calculator. The first step you need to do is you need to put your equation in for y equals. Our equation that we're using for this problem is x cubed minus 3x. That's x to the third power minus 3x. The first thing we do is we're going to press graph and make sure that we can see the relative maxima and minima. So if I follow along, going up my curve, you'll see the first spot that we stop at, right here, is our relative maxima. It's a maxima because it's at the top or the highest point. When we follow it down, you'll also notice that we have a relative minima or a minimum. We want to make sure we can find these 2 points. So while we're working on this, we're going to go ahead and press second, trace, and please notice that we need to find the maxima first. You can find either one, but I prefer to find the maximum. So notice that number 4, our choice 4, is for maximum. So I'm going to press 4, and notice that it wants the left bound. Well, my cursor is currently to the right of this maxima. So I need to bring it over, and now I'm to the left. It can be anywhere to the left of the maxima. Then you're going to press enter. Then you're going to move your cursor over to the right of the maxima. And then you're going to press enter again. You don't want it to guess, so press enter for a third time. And you'll notice that it's going to blink with an X at the maximum. And you'll notice it is at -1, 2. So our relative maxima or maximum is at -1, 2. Now remember, that's only part of it. We also have to find the minimum. So let's do that. We're going to go back to second, trace. This time we want to find the minimum. So we're going to press 3. And again, I want to be to the left of the minimum. Remember, here is the minimum at the bottom. So right now I'm currently to the left of it. So I'm going to press enter. Then I'm going to move my cursor so it's to the right of the minimum and press enter. And 1/3 time pressing enter gives me a minimum. Now sometimes this is not going to give you a perfect number, but 0.99999 is pretty safe to say that our relative minima or minimum is at 1, -2. Now notice that these are for the relative max and the relative min. They're for the relative in this case because if I looked at the actual ends of the graph, notice that those go to infinity. This one goes to -infinity and this one goes to +infinity. Therefore, those two ends don't have an extreme or an absolute maximum and minimum. In this case, we only have a relative maximum and a relative minimum. I hope this tutorial helped explain how to find those using the calculator.